All right, we'll call this meeting of the Brown County Commission to order. I'll start with the pledge. Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, hope everybody had a wonderful 4th of July weekend. First on the agenda, we've got the Ordinance 101, Title 20, the use and operation of drones, second reading and possible adoption. Anybody hear anything on that or any changes?
I haven't heard any comments, so I would move passage of the adoption of the resolution.
Second it.
Okay, we got a motion by Sutton, seconded by Fishback. Any questions or comments on that? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries. We've got a few minutes. You want to go through minutes and some of your stuff?
Yeah, we have minutes from last week, the 28th.
Moved by Feldheim, seconded by Hanson. Any questions on the minutes? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries.
Claims.
Move
Second.
Moved by Fishback, seconded by Sutton. Questions? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries.
The pay request number 2 for CDBG, the Safe Harbor Grant.
Move it. Moved by Hanson.
Second.
Seconded by Feldheim. Any questions on that? Everybody see the paperwork? Okay, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries.
Leases.
Move.
Moved by Sutton.
Second.
Seconded by Fishback. Any questions on those? So we had...
There was FM Crusaders, the American News, Blair True, and then the Running Club.
Sounds good. So we had 3 of them. 4. Yeah, 4 of them. So we'll get back some of our advertising money with the American News written the expo, right? All right, any other questions? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries.
Pay request for James River Water Development District. This is the final request.
Move.
Moved by Sutton. Second. Seconded by Hanson. Any questions on that? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries.
And
Are
then
we still planning to have some type of deal this fall with that structure?
Yeah, in conjunction with their, I think, September board meeting up here.
Okay. What's this date on? Does anybody? What's the date on that? September.
Like September 21st or something like that. I'd have to look for sure.
Yeah, I would too. It's probably the 8th or the 15th
Okay.
of September.
Is it? I can't remember.
Sounds good.
Let's say it.
All right.
We have 2 special malt beverage licenses. Those are the ones for the Chamber in downtown in the event of rain out on Thursday.
Moved by Feldheim.
Second.
Seconded by Sutton. And we're only taking those if they end up using them, right? Okay. Comments, questions? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries.
That's all I have.
Gary, did you have anything?
We talked about an addition to the sundial policy last week to add a designee. So I sent that to you last week. I don't know if there's any other questions. It was basically allowing other individuals to be the designee for a particular department.
Just adds in designee any individual other than the timekeeper who has been given authority by the director, manager, supervisor to approve changes in employee time cards or record time with written authorization to the Human Resource Department. Anybody have
I'll move
questions
it.
on
I
this?
think it makes sense.
Okay. Motion by Sutton. Seconded by Hanson. Any questions or discussion? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries. All right, that brings us up to 8:50. We're going to discuss the alcohol license during the rodeo at the 2016 fair. Rodeo.
Derek's out there.
Derek? Yep. Anybody here for an alcohol discussion? Please come in.
This will be a quick meeting.
Good morning.
Good morning. How you guys doing?
We're doing great.
Well, we got some more clarifying information over the weekend and Friday really. And the piece that was missing was that Marnie was not aware that the Fair Board was part of a department of the county. And when she mentioned Civic, I didn't bring it up because I didn't think to bring it up. So pretty much dead in the water for this year. So we'll just have to either create an offshoot for that and then go through the special event side for next year. But I think for this year, it's pretty much
Moot point.
moot point, exactly.
That was kind of our thought too. We can't issue one to ourselves, and Fair
Makes
Board
sense.
is ourselves. So.
And we missed two of the, we missed it on, there were some assumptions made on both sides, so it's the miscommunication, so.
Well, I think it's just great you guys are out and about and trying to find new areas of revenue, whether it be good or bad on this particular point. We appreciate everything the Fair Board does, and I know you guys put a lot of hours into this and everything you do. So thanks for continually doing your research and trying new venue avenues. And if there's anything we can do to support you, just let us know.
Appreciate the time.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Derek.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank
Derek.
you.
Have a good day.
One less thing to worry about, Tom. Have a good
Now
one.
the Fair Week will be a breeze, right?
I'll see you next week about that.
Take care. Okay, Gary, did you have some other items for
So
us?
the James River meeting will be September 8th. It's listed on
September
their
8th.
website as,
I think it's at the
Thank you.
Ramcota.
yes, at the Ramcota. So we'll just probably plan something at the end of that meeting.
Okay. Sounds good.
We were sent, is everybody
What meeting's good, September 8th?
September,
What-
yeah, the James River Water
Water.
Development District.
For the,
When they're here
We're
for
gonna
the
do
board
the-
meeting, we'll go to a dedication of the gates.
Oh, I get you, okay, I didn't know you were going to do that. I didn't get the memo, I guess.
We talked about it a couple months ago, just briefly. We didn't.
I went up to
say
their
anything.
meeting in Britain and asked them if they would like to do that, and they suggested that would be a good time.
Yeah, I
to do
remember
it.
talking about it, but I guess we didn't,
Yep.
kind of forgot. Okay.
Thank you.
Chris Jacobson sent a note regarding the state convention. I assume everybody's still planning on going September 12th and 13th.
I'll be
I'm
there.
sure the auditor's office
I
will
should hope.
add all our names to the registration list.
Yep.
When is that?
12th and 13th.
And you got our
12th and
reservations
13th.
already?
Yep, our hotels are...
Is that a little earlier? No, that's about
That's
right.
about right,
Oh,
and
yeah.
we've backed it down to a 2-day convention instead of a 2.5
And I
day.
know Dirk will be plans on attending also, unless
So we need
something's
one.
changed.
Is anybody going, aren't they holding a budget workshop in Pierre? Is that this week?
It was-
That's during the convention, isn't it?
No, they had something set up earlier, but I didn't know if anybody was planning on...
I went to
attending.
one during the convention last year.
That's
I did
pretty
the
good.
budget. Yeah, it was good, but, you know, I would like to go to one more in-depth one.
I want to say they had one scheduled either this
I can
week or
look.
next week.
Let me look. I should have
Just-
it on my email from
Yeah, check
Chris.
that out.
Last week, we talked about a link that was requested to add to our website. Paul did check out the link. It was just a copy of the Homeland Security page, so he said he didn't have any concerns with adding it if you chose to do so.
Well, if any kid can get donuts or whatever. they're getting.
Pizza party, I think they were talking.
And it is educational. I think it's good information probably, so I would move that we allow it.
Okay, motion by Sutton to allow the website link to be added to the county site.
Second.
Seconded by Feldheim. Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries.
That's all I had.
All right. Anything from the commissioners in attendance today? Anything from the folks in attendance? We've got a few minutes before our last agenda item here to discuss the jail technology.
I won't be at the department head meeting today. I need to leave after the meeting
Okay.
this morning.
Just for your guys' calendars, if you're interested, and we will be posting official notification. We're hoping to get our budget books put together by next week, and the 20th at 9 o'clock, we are going to meet here to work on the budget for next year. So if it's something you guys are, it's a Wednesday.
Yeah, I don't see it here.
I suppose we have to wait till 9, don't we?
I probably deleted it. I mean, or saved it on
Okay.
another spot. I can't
I'll
have
take
it.
a look here too.
I think it was in Pier, I want to say it was Thursday maybe, just a budget workshop. No.
I can't remember. Do we need to, did we need to do this? Or did you do that last time?
We did
We
it
already
last.
set the hearing.
Okay.
So then you need that.
published.
Suppose anybody's coming at 9 to discuss jail technology?
I am.
What's the rules on moving that up? Probably gotta wait.
Be better.
Okay.
Does Gary have
Do
anything?
you need any,
I don't know.
We're good?
Not at this time.
okay.
When you-
We don't have any legal, we're good there, nothing.
We should be good there.
Good deal.
The one question that I responded to this morning was this contract for the video audio phone system at the jail for the inmates, and I don't have any issues with the legal
Contract.
provision.
And that's what you're gonna speak about it then?
One
Okay.
of the things,
The other thing is you sort of suggested that you wanted a system for
There you go.
HR stuff. You want a kind of a report as needed.
Yeah.
And Gary sent me something, and I asked to have it delayed a week so I could tweak it a little bit. So I'll have something later this week for you.
Okay, sounds great.
Mike? All right, good. Hello, Bill.
Did you take care of Jessica at that meeting?
I did.
Thank you very much.
Anything for you.
I appreciate
You'll notice in the packet, they did have that, the Highway 12 study that they did last week. Scott Bader and members of the Highway Patrol, DOT, Dirk Rogers, and I attended a meeting prior to that just to kind of see what they were going to do. And I think it's the same company that did the road study for us, what, 4 years
okay.
ago, that they're having an outside, some outside folks come and look and see what they need to do. And if you see, I thought it was really interesting, the handout they had. Kind of shows you where the fatalities were.
Yep. Like an LBJ or something like that. ALJ. There you go. Couldn't remember.
So even if they don't get the whole, 4-lane put in, even just some passing lanes for some of the slow-moving traffic, just speaking for myself, I know we go out there weekly to check cattle and stuff with trailers, and be helpful. And then you had attended the DOT meeting last week?
Yes, and so they gave out their project list, and so that's pretty much all they did was went over the bigger projects, which I sent you all just to give everybody an idea of some of the bigger things that were going on. And they did discuss they're going to start putting the slashes in the roads now, it sounds like, as they're doing projects like North Dakota and other places have and things. So you're going to see a lot more of that coming up. And we also had the initial meeting with FEMA last week too, that they're going to start looking at updating the maps again and giving us more base flood elevation information and things, so that'll be good. And that's going to be a 3 to 7 year project basically to get us more studies, more detailed information and things. So that's another thing we're going to be meeting on again towards the end of August to start ramping up for those changes. So
So a few of the things on that DOT list, it looks like they were gonna, is it chip seal and the entire 37th?
yeah,
road into 10?
37's a big one. Yeah, that'll be one of our bigger projects.
Was that 18, I think?
Yep.
And that's when they'll be working on that bypass over there,
Yeah.
which would be good.
All right, well, that brings us up to 9 o'clock. Next on the agenda, Paul Stevenson, CIO, to discuss jail technology. How are you, Paul?
Good morning. How's everybody?
We're great.
Have I survived the long 4th weekend? First off, I have the contract on the video visitation that inmates sell. I think I emailed it to all of you. They sent 3 executable copies, so you can sign it 3 times, and one can go to the auditor, one to the sheriff, and one goes back to them. So, were there any questions on this? I know it's been kind of up and down on the video visitation. We're replacing the inmate phones that they currently have. Will be part of the system, and add in the video visitation. So, I guess before we.
And they'll still have regular phones too, or this is,
No, the inmates don't have regular phones.
okay.
This is their
You can't
phone
just-
outside to call, the The current cell phone, the current phones I have now will just be replaced with this company, and they'll be IP phones instead of analog phones, which we need to make that switch in because we're totally rewiring the jail, so.
And when is your time frame?
We're going to have the switch done before the 2 phases at the end of July, first couple weeks in August.
So shortly.
For the phones and the initial install of the kiosks up in the holding or in the cell areas. We won't have the actual visitation in at the jail won't come until the end of phase 2, which is what, November? I think we're slated for somewhere in there. That'll be the same time the attorney-client room gets done and all that stuff, but that's all part of this phase 2 where the current offices are now. Once we get them moved, they'll start gutting all that out and we'll start putting that in, so.
Gotcha. Was there any questions from those in attendance?
Well, I expressed some concerns to members of the commission. First of all, I asked to see the proposal, and I got a partial PowerPoint proposal, so I don't know whether this contract answers my concerns or not. Primarily, what's the cost for the inmates? I went online to this company, and I think it's $25 to set it up. Again, just from the limited information I had and what I could find off the internet, that means that if I get booked into jail and I have no money with me, I can't make a phone call. So that's one concern. I don't know the cost structure. It's a concern.
Paul, can you talk a little bit
I
about
don't
that?
think the phone's changed from what it currently is. The contract in front of me. I mean, they're pretty nose to nose because the FCC's got a deal out right now on the actual rates for all of them, for all the companies. So and that's still, I'm guessing that'll be tied up till first part of next year, but that'll lower the rates. But now if they come in, they get their, I assume their one phone call. Isn't that right? The one, and then after that it goes into commissary. If they're making calls outside of that.
We should have Tom up here.
Should we call somebody over?
Yeah. Then we
Yeah, I would think
then we'd know.
Craig Nelson would be the one.
Okay.
Craig, yeah.
Okay, great.
Because he's the one that deals with
But,
security.
and you don't anticipate anything changing from the current?
No, the rates might change a little bit, but they're all going to fall in line with
501. Oh, yeah.
with what comes in with the FCC
501
ruling on
extension.
the costs.
But,
As far as the video visitation,
Okay.
if people come here, there is no cost at all.
Right.
It's only the remote.
Okay, so I've been trying to learn these things.
Yeah.
That's why I have only questions.
Yeah, no, if they do it from home or from another facility, there's a cost involved. If they come to Brown County Jail, there's no cost for video visitation, and then whatever the rules they set up for the face-to-face visitation is available. And then obviously attorney-client, they have the room just like before,
Try that one.
where you
He's
guys
not
will be able to meet with your
7100.
clients.
Hey,
How
Mark,
do-
it's Rachel.
How do we know
See,
that the phone calls
are you over at the office?
are-
Okay, I was wondering
not
if Craig Nelson or somebody could
They
come
all
over
are.
and talk to us
So-
They always have
about
been.
the
So even when I call
technology, video
my client in
conferencing,
jail, law enforcement is going to have access to that.
If you call on the secure
Paul's
lines,
here, but
yes.
we need.
That's
someone
always been
over
that
too.
way.
Thank you. Bye.
Because I think the representation last time was those were somehow privileged and would not
Oh, no.
be recorded.
No, I think I stated that nothing inside the jail, there's no expectation of privacy,
Except the
except the
attorney.
attorney-client in the attorney-client room.
Well, whatever was said, that's my concern.
And the phones have always been recorded through the secure system,
Okay,
and they are monitored.
Then who has access to that?
The sheriff, and sheriff would be, I guess, the top guy,
Okay.
I would think.
The sheriff runs the jail.
Yeah.
And, so
Yeah.
he'd be in charge of it. My office has never attempted to monitor calls between attorneys and clients. It's just not done.
No, and that's why we always have
Mark's
a
on his way
separate
over?
attorney-client
Well,
area.
Craig, somebody is.
Okay.
So, yeah, and Craig will be able to answer, or somebody from the jail, more on how the Securus works now. Because the phone side of it's pretty cut and dry throughout all correctional facilities. There's 3 or 4 companies that do it, and all have the same set of rules. The video visitation is what we're adding.
So basically, you're just replacing
an older set of phones for a newer set of phones.
Either way, we have to replace them, yeah, with the same guidelines, same principles.
So the video visitation, if you would do it from your home computer, for example, with camera, you would have to schedule that in advance, or it would be something that
Yeah, so
you
they
couldn't
could-
just
No, because the inmate will have to be told it's
schedule
their time in front of
they're
the
allowed
kiosk
some
up in the
visits.
city, yeah.
Okay, skip regular schedule, okay.
Yeah. The difference is on
Okay.
currently, the only visitation we have is the weekends, and it's
Right.
scheduled, and it's a very small time slot. Where with the video, from, not in the facility, from home base or wherever, they can pretty much schedule them 24/7. I know they'll set some times, like when they're eating and lights out time, where they probably won't allow it, but for the rest of the day, basically, it sounded like it was going to be a lot simpler for people to visit.
It does offer additional flexibility
Right.
for
Correct.
visitations, okay.
And that would be if you can afford it.
Right.
Yeah.
And it just happens that I represent a lot of people who can't afford it,
Sure.
so they would not have that opportunity.
Well, and I know a lot of the commissary money comes from family, not from the actual inmates on the phone system now.
Correct.
Yeah.
So the people that can afford it can make the phone calls, and the people that can't.
And I guess I'm not, as far as that goes, I don't know the legal, as far as for what we have to provide, what they do provide.
And it's always been that way.
To my knowledge, yes, as long as I've been
Rich
involved
get
in
richer,
it.
the poor get poorer.
You know.
When he gets here, you can talk a little bit about that. How's
Yeah.
everything else in your department going?
Busy.
Yeah.
Today we're starting, sundials moving on to everybody except a few we discussed last week. And so it's kind of, everybody's on their first day nerves, you know. And I think it's our third pay period for the jail and the sheriff's office and dispatch and such. So pretty much think we got the bugs worked out of that. We ran into one little special exception that someone from JDC works at Home D. It's a different rate, so. But it happens so infrequently, I don't know if we need to actually change anything on that, except in the payroll program. But, you know, we're learning all kinds of things on that also, but, so.
That's good. How are things out at the fairground? Wiring ready? And
No, we'll probably start that plan this week. Get our room done down in the jail, get the plywood up, and then we'll start on the fairgrounds, figuring out a plan, and then seeing what we need to come to you with.
Sure.
For
Sounds
that,
good.
for the campgrounds anyway.
Thanks for coming
Hi,
down, Mark. We're just having a
Will I do it?
What's that? Yeah.
As long as you know the answers.
I don't know any answers.
Mr.
Telephones
Cruz-
and video
Mr.
visitation.
Cruz had some questions on phone and the jail.
He doesn't know how to use one, or what?
The cost,
His concern is the cost to the families
if they can't
for
afford it.
a video conference.
Normally, I think now with FCC, they're regulating it, where it's probably going to be a lot cheaper than what it has been, what we currently have.
Because they would know, okay, so you're saying it probably will be.
The FCC is looking into it, and I can't control the FCC, so I don't know what their answer's going to be, but they're looking at the cost of it. To what they want to do is make it a certain level lower than what it is today.
Okay, so we
I can
don't,
get you that information if you like.
So right now, if a family calls in, it costs them now.
Yes,
Right.
yes.
And it
We
costs
just-
the
gotta pay for
inmate
the
or it
equipment and
costs
stuff,
the,
so.
And so we're just looking at what the cost will be versus what it is now.
Well, right now, if they
What
want to
this
make
is.
a call, they get 2 minutes free. If they need to call something, if they need their attorneys, they get out and they get a free phone call. Or if they say, my mom's sick or my dad, then we take them out and let them use regular phone.
Then anything over 2 minutes, they get charged.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's through Securus. I'm not
And
sure.
this is
and it charges to the inmate or to the person on the other end?
What we do is we go through, it depends on how they want to do it. They
Yeah.
can call like a collect thing, or they can have money in their account,
Okay.
which we use for their commissary.
So you'll be able to find out what the new cost will be approximately
They-
versus what it is
The
now.
phones are pretty straight across the board.
Yeah, I think I got just an email last week, and I can get it, but I think it's got like a, did I send that one to you?
Oh, from no. I didn't see
This
that
is
one.
from the FCC through the National Sheriff's Association, and I can't remember exactly, but it gave it, it's a rate that's lower than what it is right now, what we got with Securus. Because they're gonna regulate everybody, every state.
And your policy of the first 2 minutes free won't change that?
It's through Securus,
Right.
so I don't know what this one is, but if they, if they need a phone call and there's a reason for it, we have them come in the jail office and give them a phone call, so.
We don't even actually have,
And they can call their attorneys too.
we don't have the cost phone in the booking room. That is through our phone system. So their one call from the booking room doesn't get charged for.
Right.
So that has our actual Mito phone in it.
So anytime they want to call their attorney, that's not cost to them? Okay.
But it
And-
is recorded.
Yeah. Well, no, I don't know if those are
All the
recorded,
Securus phones are recorded all the time, and so will these.
but are the attorney ones? I'm not sure.
I don't know. See,
I don't
that's a
think
question
there
I
are.
didn't
That's
have.
Craig, he deals with that, but I think we set that into Securus with all the numbers and they
And then
eliminate
block them?
those. Yeah.
So we get that
I think,
information to
but I
know
get
whether they are
whatever
or
you
aren't.
Right.
See,
And then ministers, wives, therapists,
If they need a call, we'll give them a call, yeah.
Are they recorded?
Are they recorded?
I think they are, yes. I think all phone calls are recorded for security.
Including the attorneys?
No, I don't believe the attorneys are. I think all those numbers were given to Securus, but Craig's not in today. He handles that with the commissary, and then unfortunately, the jail secretary's gone too for the week.
So it all goes through the commissary?
Yeah.
That's where all the billing goes to.
Okay.
And this one, they can also buy calling cards.
Can they? I don't.
The family outside.
So, and if someone comes that really doesn't have any money and they need to talk to a family member for whatever reason, whether it's just emotional or something?
If it's a reason they need to talk, yes, we can. We accommodate
Okay.
them. I mean, we wouldn't do that. I mean, if they need the phone, we'll give them the phone. This is just easier, for us. We used to be, we'd have staff go back there and sit with the phone, and try to, okay, what number do you want now, and this and that, and so we went with what we looked into and Securus back. I don't even remember when it was. It's been a while.
That's been quite a while.
So it worked well for us, and I've got no complaints from the inmates. They can call whoever they want. They enjoy it. I think this here especially will be nice when the people don't have to travel here, where they can just do it from home. People out of state or out of county or whatever. So,
Unless it's cost prohibitive, I think that was one of the concerns, so.
but I can get that FCC information. I know they've been working on it, and I know I got an email last week, but I'd have to look at it, see what the rates was. The rates were what they were setting it at.
From what you've read, though, it's not going to, the phone video visitation aside, the phone call policy is not going to be any more restrictive or any more expensive for inmates than it is right now.
No, it's probably going to be less.
Actually, it was,
Okay.
yeah, they're a little cheaper per call.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there any other questions, concerns?
Bill, do you have any more?
Well, it sounds like we're just talking about the phone now. I think the video opens up another area
Okay.
when that comes in.
What question we have on that?
What's that?
As far as what question we have on the video?
Well, I asked for the rates and didn't get them. I don't know if you have the rates now.
Not with me, I guess.
And according to their website, it costs $25 just to set it up, and there's like a $4 or something minimum every time you use it.
Oh, I don't think so. Not with this. It's in this contract, I'm sure. But no, they.
I don't know if the actual dollar rates are.
Now, there's
I
nothing
didn't
in this
bring my
contract
glasses.
as far as rates.
Well, and the video visitation isn't anything we have to have. It's just a
They don't have
bonus
to
if
call.
people want.
They don't have to.
They can come here.
It's
and
a
visit.
nicety, not a necessity,
They can
right?
still come here and visit.
Yeah.
It's just a option which we feel is, if you're a parent or a grandparent and you're sitting in North Dakota or wherever you want to call,
You want to
you
see?
can do it instead of having to drive down here. But
The rates are in the proposal, not in the contract.
okay, I can get those though.
Okay.
We got all the
Get those to
information.
Bill.
Yeah, that'd be good. Just
Great.
copy us on it if you would.
Yeah.
Because I think I already sent you guys a proposal.
Anybody's that new
Email.
project? I think I got it in an email.
I know I have them, so I
Okay.
get forced to.
So it's not going to be mandatory they do video?
No, they come here
It's
and do-
optional is what you're saying, so
Right.
they have the same old
plan as they've had the last 10 years. It's just now you've got the video conference, and I think that's where everybody's missing the boat, is that
Yeah.
everybody thinks we're gonna do the video and that's it. It's gonna be the same thing, it's just an optional thing.
You'll be able to go like this, say, hi Mom, how you doing? You can-
Yeah.
If they come here, there's no cost to the visitation.
It's just a
They have to,
purchasable
they have to
option
travel
that
to this
we're not
facility
offering.
for that.
No,
It's just
we-
an
we've always
option
had
outside of
The
that.
phone where
But
they
the
can call
video, I
anybody. No, the videos, yeah, that's a great option, you thought that. Not very many companies that have
See
it.
if I have to propose it.
Anything else? All right. Do you need, do you have the contract ready? to
Yeah,
go?
I'll just leave them with you, and then, I think, I don't know if we already did a motion or on that when we first talked about it, but
Do you want to just email it to you?
if you can't find it, just let me know, and I'll send it to you, because I have
Why don't you
it.
just send it?
I'll make a
But
motion
I'll-
to approve the signature of the
I'll get
contract,
the,
if we haven't already done it.
Okay.
I don't think we have.
I'll just send
Motion
you
by
that
Sutton.
proposal.
I can't find them on mine.
Second.
Seconded by Feldheim to go ahead and sign the contracts. Any questions or discussions? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries. Go ahead and get those signed.
Like I said, they're three identical. They sent three executed ones, so one for the auditor, one for the sheriff, and one to send back to them.
Sounds good.
So it's not, all three are the same, so you don't have to read all three.
Can you include us in that email so we know what the rates are and that kind of stuff? And then you're also going to check to see if what are recorded and what isn't. I know for the attorneys are not, but the question came up, wives, ministers, therapists, if they're, either they are or aren't, just let us know.
No, wives are.
Recorded.
Yes.
Yeah, we've seen different cases for that.
Yeah.
They don't have a privilege.
I think it's just attorneys, but I don't know. I don't know the law.
I don't know if they're,
Well, there would be spousal privilege. But if you want to talk to your spouse and they're in jail, you're told that this is being
Yeah.
recorded, and so you
It's all
waive it by
posted.
talking to them.
Oh, I see.
It's all posted.
It's hard to waive the attorney-client one because you need the attorney to
Yeah.
work your case, but the rest of them is optional to do. And so if you want to talk to them in the jail, you're going to suffer the...
Well, they say there's no private,
Expectation of privacy.
privacy in jail, in a corrections facility.
Sure.
Yep, exactly right.
Okay.
It's mainly due with security.
That answers my question.
Yeah, it's a security issue for us.
Yep.
Does one of these go with you, Paul?
I could send it back to them. That's not a problem. One goes to
I've
the
got all
sheriff.
three here.
The other thing I have is, go back and talk about, this is for you anyways, and it'll stay. We talked about buying some off-lease Kyocera's for the jail, part of the project. And I know Nancy asked for other quotes. I've looked, and I can't get anything off-lease that's comparable for a quote. So if we want to do comparable quotes and not the savings on this, then we're going to have to go.
And the only
through-
reason I asked is because we lowered that thing from 5,000 to 2,500.
Yeah.
And so I don't want us to run into problems of breaking our own.
Yeah, and I checked with several, and I can't get an apples-to-apples quote. They don't have, off-lease is kind of a grab them while they're there kind of thing, when you save the money, and no one will do the 5-year replacement, no questions asked, like these guys are offering, so, and I know everyone that's got the Kyocera's is extremely happy with them. And also with the Kyocera's is we're buying the DM Connect, which is the OCR software that connects directly to our document management, our Square 9. And I've kind of checked into that, and it seems like there's some offerings by some of the other manufacturers, but nothing even close to what we're buying here, especially for the money. So I know we're getting, when we do the switch over end of July, first part of August, we're gonna need a copier in the jail. So my question is, do you want me to go to new, get quotes on that, or, 'cause like I said, I can't get comparables on this, and we're saving about $2,300 a copier.
I'm going to say about $2,000 at least.
Yeah.
Is this the one that sits right in your office, Mark?
No, this
This will be in jail.
there's one in the jail, and then there'll be an additional one downstairs in the booking area at the jail. So we actually have one replacement, one additional going in the jail.
And this is going to the jail.
Correct.
So you want two of these?
Yes. And I think I have the PO, I didn't bring that up. This one I just brought up because we're looking at one for welfare too, but I guess it with Cliff on that. But
You know, especially in the jail downstairs, the booking, if they book somebody, then Colorado, whoever has to fax the warrants to us and stuff.
Yeah,
So that's how we communicate with other.
Well, as long as we can, say that there was no comparables, I guess we have no choice. I mean,
Yeah.
because I can't see going and spending another $2,300 for a machine.
And that was my question. Do you want me to quote all new ones and forget about these? Or,
I think we saved the money, the 5-year
We got a 5-year wait.
replacement guarantee.
yeah, and I mean, we put one of these in so far in the Register of Deeds office. They absolutely love the machine. The only issue they've had so far is one little speckled paper, and it was fixed within 30 minutes.
Was it magenta or anything?
No, it was. No, it wasn't magenta.
Is this price per,
Per machine, yeah.
you want 2 of them?
So down under maintenance, this investment includes the maintenance? Or is
Yes,
that?
the only thing, once we buy these, the only thing we put into was paper, and if they would finish your staples. Other than that, everything's covered. The toner's covered at the less than a penny a page. And I know Tom, last time we talked about this, asked for, seemed to be buying a lot of copiers, and it seemed like we bought a lot of copiers at the same time about 7-8 years ago, and they're kind of coming around to the. It just seems like it all hits at once,
So the two that these are, one is going to be in a new spot in the booking room,
Yeah,
right?
and the other one will be
The
up
other
in
one that this is
Sandy's office.
replacing is going where?
Be up in the main office between the patrol room, Sandy, the deputies, and then if any attorneys or something needs something copied, that one will be up there
Okay.
in Sandy's office.
So we're not getting rid of anything.
We'll replace that one. It's off lease.
How old is that one?
Oh, it must be 6 years.
6 or 7 at least.
It's off lease,
yeah.
you said?
Yeah. And it's getting tired.
You gotta, come on.
Usually about 5 years or so, that's about.
And it gets used. I mean,
Kids
that's,
there last a
the
lot
one that's
longer
up there
than
now
that.
has been the main fax machine.
You know how many
Every fax that comes in the sheriff's
Fax
office.
and copies we made just off that machine.
Yeah.
Just for,
I bet I could be competitive with you.
oh,
The page count's terrible on that machine. That's one of the higher volume ones. That's
no,
to
just a
yours.
release on a bench, on a warrant, and with the bond and stuff, is probably 5 pages.
Yeah.
Time to get done.
So has that been a good machine? What brand is that one?
I don't.
Canon.
Is it?
Yep. It's an image runner.
I'll make a motion to approve the purchase of the off-lease Kyocera.
Say that 5 times. And motion by
Had a hell of a
second.
time the first time.
Second.
Seconded by Hanson. Any other questions or discussion? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries.
Thank you.
So when,
I have the PO. I'll just send it up to you.
okay.
And then, do you want, how about if I just, well, you gotta sign it though, so I'll print it. That's
Can
I
we
can
do
just
it
email it
on
to
our
you.
managed print thing, or our,
Once I get, that's,
get a-
I'm gonna have to, do you think, I'm gonna have to buy web licenses for you guys for the document management. And
we
they're,
didn't,
they're concurrent, we didn't buy any
Okay.
originally. They're concurrent, so do you think I should buy 5, or should I just start out with a couple? I mean, do you feel like you'll all 5 be on at the same time, or?
the only time I could see it being really neat is when we have our budget file and we're all sitting here and we can just look it up.
Okay.
But,
Well,
what
that's
are
only
they?
web-based, if you're, well, because you don't have counting machines, so, okay, I'll just do 5.
Of course, if we do it that way, we could just put it up on here so we can
Yeah.
all see it. We don't have to.
Well, this machine, you don't need the web license, because you can go direct here. It's just from you guys at home and your offices outside of the county.
What are the chances? I think he's already gonna have one.
We don't need 5, do we?
Should we just get 2? Let's just
So
test
we can
test
always
them out.
add,
Yeah.
I mean, that's not a problem, it's just, I know a lot of times you guys, Monday nights or something, you're at your office or at home, and that's when you look at a lot of the stuff or over the weekend, so I want to make sure you have that ability.
We'll go with 2.
I mean, worst
Maybe
case,
more.
if we start with 2 and 2 of you are on, one tries to get on, so you can tell them there's a license available at this time, try again. It's not like it's going to do anything,
Yeah, exactly.
so
We could add it down the road.
we can add them in any time, it's not a big deal, so.
Sounds good.
So, and I will send you up the PO for the jail on these.
Okay.
I think that's all I have.
Sounds good. Well, see you at department head meeting.
All right.
Thank you guys.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
you coming over, Mark.
Yeah, no problem.
Did anything else come up while we were going? Okay. Yes.
Rachel, I'm sorry, can I jump in on that Highway 12 project?
Absolutely. What's going on?
Oh, there was 127 people there last week at the meeting. I was over there for that and so forth. They've got a really good website and they're putting more information up on it, probably up today, first part of this week. And they're asking and encouraging people to go online and comment. That's open for another 2 weeks. That's nice. If you've got specific information about circumstances, specific intersections or things, they're taking a really good, clean, white sheet of paper kind of look at the information that they have, and they presented information about what they know now and historically and where they're at, but also looking forward to the next 10 to 20 years, future development, as there's more grain handling and so forth. And so that is open for public comment, and they very much want people to utilize that to give them information about what you're experiencing and what you anticipate going forward. So it's important for people to do that, to participate. And then they are having a follow-up public meeting scheduled. I believe it's in September.
And that website's www.us12study.com, right?
Yep.
And they are taking comments until July the 13th.
Yep.
Okay.
So, thank you for that.
Thank you much. Anything else from the folks in attendance or the commissioners? Gary?
Just can we just talk in executive personnel matter briefly?
Personnel?
Move it.
Moved by Hanson.
Second.
Seconded by Sutton. Any discussion?
See you,
All in
Mike.
favor, say aye. Opposed, nay. Motion carries. We are in exec.
We could try.
All right, we're back in session. Anything else come up while we were in exec?
No.
Okay.
I'll move to adjourn.
Okay, motion by Sutton. Is there a second?
Second.
Seconded by Hanson. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries. We are adjourned until next week.